the price of which metal is known as the best economist, the best predictor of the future direction of the economy? Is it gold? Is it iron ore? Is it copper? Any votes? It's copper. So one person was willing to take a chance at least. Whoop. So we call it Dr. Copper, in fact, because it is such a good economist. Gold gets all the credit. We write songs about gold. People wear gold in their jewelry. They don't wear a whole lot of copper, typically. But Dr. Copper doesn't lie. And that's why we put old Honest Abe on the copper penny. He doesn't lie. And this chart, right, this chart in front of you is showing the ratio of the price of copper to the price of gold. And as long as the price of copper is hanging in there, like it has been for the past year on the right-hand side of the chart, that shows that the industrial economy is strong. Gold is the fear metal. People buy gold. They bid up the price of gold when they're scared about the future. Copper is the industrial metal. They buy copper when industry is good. When you think about it, this house is full of copper wiring. Your car, if you drive an internal combustion car, has got about 40 pounds of copper in it. If you drive an electric car, particularly like an orange Prius, for example, it has about 80 pounds of copper in it. That's an inside joke. There is an orange Prius in the parking lot. And somebody drove it. So when you think about it, so copper is around us all the time. If the economy is good, then the price of copper hangs in there relative to the price of gold, like it is right now. So it is saying that the economy is still strong. And before I show the next slide, I do have one more question for you, and this is the last one. Does anybody remember what industry had a big boom followed by a big crash that caused the great financial crisis and recession in 2008? And that's housing, exactly right. So we watch housing starts very carefully at Argent. This is a chart of housing starts. So it's the growth rate of housing starts year on year. If you look on the right-hand side of the chart, the increase in housing starts this year over last year is about 7%. But it's coming down from that very high level of 25%. And it's normalizing, similar to the way the money supply growth rate is normalizing. But we're watching this very carefully for a couple of reasons. First of all, housing is very, very important to the economy. When you think about all the different things that go into building a house, all those materials, the people that need to make the materials, transport the materials, the people that need to build the houses, that employs millions of people. And we've never had a recession in this country when housing starts stayed positive, when they continued to grow year on year. When they turn negative like they did in 2019, it doesn't mean we'll have a recession, but it creates big headwinds for the economy. And it's one thing we're watching for very closely. We'd like to see housing starts level off somewhere slightly above zero or just slightly below zero. And that would be one more sign that the Fed is successfully avoiding a recession.